Hey guys, it's Rex, Rex Wurx Outdoors. Today we're going to be doing a demonstration of a new piece of hardware I purchased for moving my equipment. So a lot of you've seen me haul my mini skid on my utility trailer. My machine weighs just shy of 4,000 pounds with the grapple and bucket and any of my attachments, unless I have the mulcher on. So this trailer is fully capable of hauling this machine, no problem. So when I strap my machine down to the trailer, I have been using these 2-inch ratchet straps. I don't remember what the weight rating is of them. They were well above what the machine weighs whenever you combine the 4 of them. I bought these off of Amazon when I first got the machine because I didn't have anything that I felt was adequate to be able to hold this. I don't use chain boomers yet. I don't feel that it's really necessary for me at this point to use chain boomers, but I may have to go to that. But when hauling my equipment on this trailer, there's a couple roads that I go down that is very bumpy, and it will jar your teeth when you hit these bumps. And every time I go down this one particular road, which it's actually Route 66, it's the historic Route 66, there's some very big chunks of asphalt that they overlaid over a bridge, and it actually makes my machine bounce on my trailer. Even with these 4 ratchet straps attached, my machine will still bounce around enough and it will come loose that by the time I get to where I'm going, my one or more of my straps may have slack in them. Right now they're tight. To be fair, I only have 3 of them. One of them broke. I let a buddy use my trailer and it kind of got messed up. So I do have 3 of the 2-inch, and then I've got 1 of the 1.5 inch, and I've got them on all 4 corners. They're all tight, all anchored down. So what we're going to do is we're going to travel that road that I feel will show the best demonstration of how this machine bounces around on my trailer. At least I hope it does, because it sure does in my rearview mirror. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up my camera on the trailer and I'm gonna run that road, and you're gonna get to watch this machine bounce around on this trailer. After we travel that road, I'm gonna stop. I'm going to take these straps off, and I'm gonna show you a new strap that I recently purchased, and I'll show you real quick what they are. It's the Tork strap. So some of you have probably seen these on other reviews. I seen some of them. I look for a better solution to be able to keep my machine straps tight, because like I said, there's no suspension on the machine. There's suspension on the trailer, but that machine still bounces. It's crazy to watch it in the rearview mirror. And I thought, I've got to try something different, because I don't want my machine coming loose, because this particular machine doesn't have any type of manual parking brake. When the machine is not running, it can roll slightly. I mean, the hydraulics don't have any way to lock the final drive. There's nothing. Some of them have a final drive lock. This one does not. So I want this machine to stay put the entire time until I get to where I'm going. So I went on the hunt for some better straps, and this is what I've come across. I found these Tork straps, and I watched some reviews of them, and we're going to test them out. I can honestly say I've been using these for about a month, and I am extremely surprised with them. I hope the video will show the difference between a regular ratchet strap and a Tork strap, because these really are, I think, worth their weight in gold. All right, guys, so we got the camera set up on the trailer. I'm about a mile from the area that I'm talking about on this roadway. So we're gonna get up to speed, and not very quick. I'm driving a Toyota. It's not known for speed. And I hope my camera stays put on the trailer. You can kind of see in the background a little bit of the machine. I'm gonna hit it about 45 because that's what the speed limit is. Here we go. That's one. That really wasn't that bad. Well, the camera didn't stay in place. That should kind of give you an indication as to how rough this road is. All right, guys. So you couldn't see it because the camera fell over, but hitting a couple of these bumps with regular straps, I don't know if the straps are stretching or what, but they are definitely looser. They are definitely looser. And they are, I mean, they're secured properly. I mean, there's enough wrapped around. That one might not have been. I probably should have given another wrap to a little bit of slack out of that one, and then ratcheted it up, because you're really supposed to have several layers of wrap, and I did. That might have been my problem on that one. Either way, they did work themselves loose a little bit. Not as loose as they have in the past, I can say that. They're not as loose as they have been. So now I'm going to put the Tork straps on. I'm going to run back, turn around, and do the same path, and then we'll check them again. Stick around. All right, guys. So what I've decided to do is to make this test as fair as possible and as equal as possible is I decided to put Tork straps on the same 3 locations, and I left this strap in place there. Also, guys, take 5 minutes and take care of the excess of your end of your straps. These straps keep your equipment on your trailer. It's just a safety hazard to just kind of wad them up and throw them on the trailer. I see so many people do that. Take an extra 5 minutes and secure the excess of your strap. If any of you are familiar with history and are familiar with Route 66, this is our famous Route 66 Rainbow Bridge. This is the old Route 66. That's the new bypass to the bridge. This is one of the last archway bridges in the country. There's only a handful of them left. Rainbow Bridge on Route 66. So we got the straps set back up. We're going to be heading back down the same path, doing the same mile per hour approximately, and see if the equipment stays in place. Hopefully it does. All right, guys, we are heading back for trip 2. the same loop, except we have the Tork straps, at least 3 of them. We have 3 Tork straps attached to the mini skid, and we're gonna hit the same bumps, approximately the same mile per hour, and see if they loosen up a little bit. Hopefully they don't this time. I really do not like traveling this road with my mini skid on. All right, we're 46 miles an hour. Another one. Hopefully my camera's still there. It stayed on the first trip, but it fell over. But the magnet held, so hopefully it stayed on this time. All right, guys, looks like the camera stayed in place this time. Let's see how our straps did. That strap is tight. That strap is tight. That strap is tight. That strap is tight. Well, guys, looks like it was a fairly successful test to me. That's why I started using these Tork straps, is because I've had too many times that the regular straps have come loose. I don't know if maybe it's because these straps are thicker and the other ones are thinner and maybe a little slicker, and they come loose in the ratchet themselves. I'm not really sure why, but I know these are staying tight, so I'm happy with them. All right, guys, so I'm going to kind of give you a quick breakdown of how these Tork straps are designed to work. The tag end is just like any normal strap, but the ratchets themselves is very beefy. It's probably a little bit thicker than your average, but it's this end here that actually makes the Tork strap significantly different than any other competitor on the market. What they do is they have multiple webbings here that go back and forth, and it goes through this spring, and the end of the webbing goes to this bolt. So what happens is when you tighten this strap down, it compresses this spring, and if this thing bounces a little bit, this spring, since it's under pressure, this spring is going to keep the ratchet strap tight and not allow it to back off, because that's what happens is the spring allows them to kind of work themselves loose. Well, with this spring design, that doesn't happen, or doesn't happen near as often. So that's why I think this is significantly better than a normal ratchet, at least for my needs anyway. So guys, I'm not affiliated with Tork Strap. I bought these on my own, but I will put a link to them down in the description if you want to reach out to Tork Strap and buy a set. They've got multiple sizes, multiple weight ratings. They've got anything from the small ratchet up to, this is their bigger ratchet. These ratchets are rated for, I think, 3,300 pounds is what, yeah. Each one is rated for 3,333 pounds, and they're about 25 foot long. These straps are good enough that I plan on buying another set here pretty quick and have a set for each trailer. So guys, this has been Rex with Rex Wurx Outdoors. If you stuck around this long, I greatly appreciate it. And if you want to see more videos like this, I'll put links to other videos in the corner. And I'm going to get out of here. I got to go to work. Before I do, grandsons, Pop Q loves you. I hope you boys are having a good day.